everyone. In this video, I'm going to review the SVS Prime Pinnacle towers and the Prime Center speaker. I reached out to SVS and they were absolutely awesome. They sent these to me to review on my channel and share with you all. This review is not directed or influenced by anyone. My comments and thoughts are all my own. I've been a huge fan of SVS ever since my purchase of my subwoofer. I've mentioned in previous videos, my PB-4000 is one of my favorite components in my home theater. I also have 4 SVS Prime Elevation speakers for my height speakers, and I use their cables to connect some of my equipment. They make really good products. I wanted to try their speakers, and finally I was able to try their Prime Pinnacle towers and Prime Center in my own home theater. This will not be a very technical review, very much subjective, just sharing my thoughts and impressions. I have 2 Prime Pinnacle tower speakers in a black ash finish. Each speaker is 41.1 inches tall, 8 inches wide, 13.9 inches deep, and weighs 51.1 pounds. We have one 5¼ inch composite glass fiber mid-range driver, one 1-inch aluminum dome tweeter, and 3 6.5 inch polypropylene cone woofers, each with its own 2-inch rear port. So this speaker does have a 3-way crossover with a frequency response of 25,000 hertz down to 20 hertz plus or minus 3 dB. To complete the front stage, I have an SVS Prime Center speaker, also in a black ash finish. This speaker is 7.7 inches tall, 18.6 inches wide, 9.2 inches deep, and weighs 20.2 pounds. There is a 1-inch aluminum dome tweeter, a 3.5 inch polypropylene mid-range driver, and 2 5¼ inch polypropylene woofers, each with its own 2-inch rear port. It also has a 3-way crossover with a frequency response of 25,000 hertz down to 48 hertz plus or minus 3 dB. Here's a look at these speakers in my home theater. They look really nice. The towers definitely have a smaller footprint. My Klipsch RP8000Fs are huge compared to these. The SVS towers are actually a little closer in size to my RP260s that are my rear speakers. These are a little taller than the RP260s, but leaner and not as deep. Same with the Prime Center speakers, smaller footprint. My Klipsch 450C takes up the entire speaker stand, but the SVS takes up maybe 2/3. It's a little taller though. I noticed immediately there's a good balance in what I was hearing from these speakers. That stood out the most to me. This isn't a comparison video, but for some perspective, my Klipsch are balanced too. I feel my Klipsch speakers are a little more lively and a little more colorful, while the SVS are a bit more laid back and even. Nothing stood out, it's just balanced. So that's where the SVS shines. The center is super clear, voices are crisp and well defined. I tend to really crank the volume when I'm in here. All these speakers stayed clean and stayed clear, not muddy, not distorted. They're good speakers for watching movies in a home theater. My channel has never included a 2-channel review with music. I've always focused on the entire audio and video experience in my home theater, but this will be a first for the channel, and I will give my thoughts about some 2-channel listening with music. Now, I'm not an audiophile, just a guy who likes and can appreciate quality sound. My thoughts about these speakers and movies is the same about these speakers and music. Balanced, even, very clear. These SVS speakers are good speakers. No, I'm not getting rid of my Klipsch. I like experimenting and testing new gear, having new experiences in my home theater, and I like sharing my experiences and my thoughts with you all. So hopefully in some way it's helpful, or at the very least this video is an interesting watch. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments section below.